Hi, hello, hello. How are you? I just came home from work, and yes, I'm about to go to the gym. But before I go to the gym and work these legs, I was like, you know what? I need to give people something. I got to give my subscribers a treat, even though there is no WNBA games scheduled to play today, this Monday, July 8th. But tomorrow and also throughout this week, it'll be some very, very interesting games. We got Chicago Sky going up against the freaking New York Liberty twice back to back. I don't understand this scheduling. I know they want to cut down on travel time, I believe. That's what they said, but it's like, come on, y'all gotta space it out. Like, why does Chicago Sky and New York Liberty going back to back to back, just like they just did with Seattle Storm, Chicago Sky, that is. So if you have not heard, ESPN, yes, ESPN has dropped the official WNBA power rankings. And I want you guys to tell me in the comments below, do you guys agree with this or not? But I find it interesting, and it was some things that shocked me. Some things, of course, like I was like, typical, that's my team, I'm riding with them. Of course they're number one, of course they're number two. But it was like, when I found out who was dead last, I was like, dang, they got to get their weight up. So, of course, Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark, they have rewrote history. Okay, they have etched their names, into the history books when they became, both of them are just going crazy as rookies. As a first year in the WNBA, they are both just killing it on the court. A'ja Wilson is MVP, of course. She's the league's most valuable player. She hit another milestone. I believe this week, yesterday, I believe it was. So again, like everybody is like showing up and showing out this WNBA season. That's why it's so exciting. Like I am obsessed with the WNBA. Listen, again, I'm a very casual basketball fan. I would just watch NBA games here and there, looking at highlights of Steph Curry, looking at highlights of LeBron James. I have never watched a WNBA game like the way I'm watching it now. Like I know some of the WNBA stuff, and I would watch a little bit of highlights here. But this season with this rookie class, they got a bitch tuned in, okay? I have got to, I watch every game, even like those who I don't really care for. You know, it's like I got my three main teams. Of course, my number one is my Chicago Skies. 2 is my Connecticut Suns, and 3 is my Vegas Aces, period. Okay, everybody else is just everybody else. But I still watch them because I'm like, it's just so interesting because everybody cooking up. So for this year so far, every WNBA team, no matter what, every WNBA team this year has won at least one game per week, except for the struggling Atlanta Dream. And I was shocked when I found that out. I'm like, really? Are you serious? Like Atlanta Dream, again, like they really down bad. I mean, they really down bad. So Vegas Aces has some new competition. So yes, they are champions. Okay, they won the WNBA championships not once, but twice. And of course, I'm sure that's their goal that they want to do it again this year. But they have some competition. Let me name them for you. Of course, they have the New York Liberty. Okay, the New York Liberty with Big Ellie. They got Connecticut Sun is on them. They got the Minnesota Lynx is on them. Seattle Storm is on them. And okay, like that's the thing. Like I like that with the WNBA, it's like there is no really like dream team. Like of course some people say, of course you have the Aces, the Seattle Storm, the freaking Connecticut Sun, like right? They're the dream team, but it's like nah. See, because this is what makes the season so special and very exciting, and I'm just so invested in watching because, like I said earlier, every team has won at least one game per week except for Atlanta Dream. So we're seeing teams beat teams that like we did not expect that to happen. When freaking Chicago Sky defeated Seattle Storm on Friday, when the Los Angeles Sparks defeated the Vegas Aces because De'Arica Hamby being bitter, let's be honest. I might have to do a video on that. Like, isn't that crazy? Like Becky Hammon was crying at the after game interview, and like De'Arica Hamby was like, my teammates, my Los Angeles Sparks, they know how personal this win is to me. And she's like, again, like they had lost every game except since June 9th until they played the Aces last week. And it's like, she's like, we just need to come with this energy for everyone, not just the Aces. Like, yeah, I'm like, come on, De'Arica, like you kind of low-key sounding like kind of goofy. Like, so you mean to tell me you can only defeat the Aces because they fired you when you got pregnant with Orlando Skandrick's baby? Yes, Drea Michelle's baby dad. It's some tea. That's another thing. Like the WNBA, it's like, it's so many love triangles and drama and tea. Like, I'm a woman, okay? It got me intrigued about that as well. It's like, lesbian love triangles, heterosexual sneaky links, Kaiser, who she messing with. You got men in the NFL, NBA fighting over her, and De'Arica Hamby messing with Drea Michelle, baby dad. And I think they're saying, allegedly, okay, I ain't trying to get sued, she was cheating on her husband, De'Arica Hamby, that is, when she got pregnant and had her son with Orlando Skandrick, who used to play in the NFL. Tea and drama, okay, is the WNBA. Yeah, again, like we're seeing teams who are the underdog. There's literally defeating teams who are like the big dogs. So this is what a quote from straight from the ESPN source on the article. This is a quote from the fabulous team player for the Seattle Storm. I believe you pronounce her name as Nneka Ogwumike. She said, "I played in many seasons, and there's been seasons like this where anybody can beat anybody. It's not particularly surprising for me, but it definitely makes for the best seasons. And I think it's the reason why everyone should be watching. Yes, I like that. I like how it's a suspense. It's like it keeps you on the edge. It's that thrill of like who's going to make it, who's going to win this game, who's going to beat such and such. I love it. So just yesterday, Asia Wilson became an all-time scoring leader with 4,301 points. So, are you guys ready for the number one power ranking? Drum roll, please. It is my second favorite team, Connecticut Sun. Shout out Dejanay Carrington. Shout out Alyssa Thomas. Shout out Dewana Bonner. Shout out Brianna Jones. I think is her sister Stephanie Jones on. I'm not sure. Victoria Burton. Shout out everybody in the Connecticut Sun. They are to not be played with. Them girls won it. Them girls won it bad. I want to see. I can't wait until they match up with the Aces. I'm like, again, I love that team. Chicago Sky's my number one. But Connecticut Sun, they were on a winning streak until I believe it was the freaking Aces that defeated them. I'm like, yikes. But again, right now, the power ranking, Connecticut Sun, they are at the very top. Okay, they're at the tip top. And everybody else is at the bottom of the barrel. So this is the complete power ranking. You have Connecticut Sun as number one. Number two, Liberty, New York Liberty. Number three, you got the Las Vegas Aces. Number four, Minnesota Lynx. Number five, Seattle Storm. Number six, Indiana Fever. And right after them, number seven is Phoenix Mercury. Number eight, Chi-Town. You got Chicago Sky. Number nine, you have the Washington Mystics. And number 10, Dallas Wings. Number 11, Atlanta Dream. And number 12, oh my goodness, the very, very least, the bottom of the bottom. Number 12 is Los Angeles Sparks. They got to get their mess together. I was shocked when I saw that. Okay, Connecticut Sun, they strong. They've been a contender. I'm like, okay. I thought that they would be like number two, number three. They was in the top five, but I was shocked when I said, oh, Connecticut Sun, baby, they number one. I need to get some jerseys. I need to get some Dewana Bonner jerseys, some Dejanay Carrington jerseys. When she put that block, she sent that ball up in like seat number D, letter D, row 145. Like she was not playing. Like Dejanay Carrington is a incredible defender and guard for the Connecticut Sun, and really in the league, in my opinion. But again, like, so Los Angeles Sparks, okay, like when you think of LA, when you think of California, of course you have the males, the NBA, they got the LA Lakers. And like you would think that LA Sparks, the female counterpart, they would, put on some muscle and like, may let it be known like they are not here to be played with. They are very much a very serious contender. Okay, they are apex predators. They're the shark in the water. They are the bear in the forest, the lion in the jungle. But it's like, no, they're dead last. The DC Mystics and Dallas Wings, who in my opinion, I'm sure a lot of people could say the same, they are terrible. Okay, I'm like, how in the world is the Sparks getting beat out by DC Mystics, Atlanta Dream, and the Dallas Wings? And that's a shame. So guys, comment down below in the comments section below. Tell me, do you guys agree with this WNBA power rankings list? Yes or no? Why or why not? Please explain. I'm happy for Connecticut Sun. Okay, hopefully Chicago Sky can get it together with the coaching and the players and the defenses and offenses. There's a whole bunch of stuff that can happen with Chicago Sky. But yeah, LA Sparks, baby. This should put a fire in y'all. And not just the fire that De'Erica had me talking about some, it's the Las Vegas Aces. They fired me when I was pregnant and they let me go because I was with my baby dad. Like, no. You need to come with that energy with everybody, Sparks. Not just the Vegas Aces. That's lame.